Lights, camera, action.
When a script is written that is so bad, no one will film it. These brave podcasters will bring it to life just so they can mock it. This is Table Reads.
So the movie's kaput, which means your script ain't worth the buffalo shit on a nickel.
Table Reads with Sean McBee, Jeff Lewis, and Joshua Baker.
That's right, we're all here, and for those of you watching on YouTube, we have a special guest. This is John. He'll be joining us in our next episode, which, spoilers, for us is in an hour, and for you guys is in a week. Sorry.
Losers.
Whoa.
So
I hate them all.
That's our Patreons.
Oh, what? I don't hate those guys.
We need patrons.
Or girls.
it's, God, already, Jeff. Already ruining everything.
Start it over. Previously.
Just like, Jeff's like, I love all those white male landowners.
What is happening? What the fuck? You're going to cut that again? Oh, no. Wait, I should have played into the bit. What are you talking about, Sean?
All right, so we're on part 6, which is hopefully the end of Batman Year 1.
No, I don't want it to end.
We're on days 360 through 365 of Year 1.
Wow, that's close to the end.
It's almost Christmas.
It's almost Christmas.
When I will get new parents.
It's expired.
Oh. All right, so we got a lot to catch up on, so let's do it.
Previously on Table Reads.
After seeing his parents brutally murdered in front of his eyes as a small child, Bruce Wayne grows up in the comfort of a scrapyard, raised by mechanics Big Al and Little Al. As an adult, I guess he just fucking snaps Travis Bickle style and starts going off on crime. Before long, like 2 days, he reaches the top of the crime food chain, only to realize that the police are the real bad guys.
It's been a long road since Wednesday.
It was, though, right?
No, you're right. No, you're not wrong. It's just putting it in that.
It does feel very jumpy,
Right.
yeah.
He proceeds to assault a fancy gathering of corrupt cops, which results in him getting evidence that was stolen from the one good cop in town, Jim Gordon. In an attempt to ally himself with Gordon, who has been put in charge of his capture, Batman must face off the entire Gotham SWAT team in a tenement building full of burning hobos.
Screaming, burning
It was actually
hobos.
my favorite stage of Mortal Kombat.
He doesn't convince Gordon to join him, but he does return his evidence in the form of homemade microfilm.
Fade in.
The story's so fucking good.
It's awesome.
It's the dumbest shit.
So stupid.
I love the transition into like dumbass Batman that we did on the last one because I'm feeling closer to him now that he's fleshed out.
Yeah.
Because he's not a badass. He keeps getting his ass kicked. So to know that he just keeps kind of failing forward is way more of a favorite trait to me.
Before
than
we jump back in, I realized something. I think that Christopher Nolan might have been taking a little dig at Frank Miller.
Okay.
In his trilogy. You remember the beginning of The Dark Knight, when you've got all the people that have been like inspired by Batman, all the vigilantes,
I see.
and they're in the parking garage, and
And they've
Batman
got-
stops the one guy, and the
Yeah.
guy goes, "What's the difference between you and me?" And what does Batman say?
I'm not wearing hockey gear or something.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm not wearing hockey pads. Huh?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how you know that it's not Batman. Not Batman is the one wearing hockey pads.
I like it. So they're like at a bar and like Nolan's looking over at Miller and he orders him a drink and it's like a fruity martini.
Right.
It's like,
and
enjoy
Miller-
it, faggot.
Miller
Like,
gets it, raises and smiles, and then just without looking away from his eyes, just dumps it on the ground.
Write out the part about the sewer. I'm not filming in the filth.
it's a waterfall.
It's shit full.
All right, let's
We haven't started the script.
do this again.
Fade in.
We're good at this.
Interior, Batcave, later. All the crime-fighting equipment from Bruce's room is now downstairs on several long workbenches. Up on the giant hydraulic lift, the Lincoln shows its scars from earlier. Bullet holes, broken windows, crushed front end. Little Al looks up to see a thoroughly shredded Batman at the tunnel entrance to the cave. Bruce! The Batman braces himself against the wall, fighting to stay on. Little Al grabs him before he falls and brings him to a workbench covered with medical equipment. Off with your friends again, I see. When are you going to learn to play nice? Bruce winces as Little Al cleans his wounds.
I've got to go. I'm not done.
Little Al watches Bruce try to get up. He can't. Not tonight, son. You need time to heal. Bruce tries again, but can't even get off the bench. He collapses back, resigned. Here's my letter of resignation. Dear Father.
Your loving coworker.
Interior, Eileen's bar, evening. Gordon and Dent smoke and drink at a back booth.
He risked his life to get me those files.
He could have mailed them. That's a fucking good point.
Not really his
This is a real good point.
An email would have sufficed. Not really his style. I think he read my files and wanted to be friends. Allies, I don't know. He's obviously crazy, but he's not the wild animal I thought.
So what are you going to do?
There was more in those files than just my report. Evidence, Harvey. It's all laid out.
What kind of evidence? Gordon looks at his friend, savoring the moment.
It's the jackpot. It corroborates everything we suspected. Loeb is in bed with the biggest names in Gotham Underworld. We've got his accounting books. It's amazing.
That could never be admissible in court.
Probably not. At least not all of it. But there should be enough to get Estrada at least. And who knows, if we play our cards right.
It's dangerous, Jim. Who knows what they would do if they knew you had those files, no question mark. I'm sorry, that's my pet peeve. I don't know if you've noticed, but a question with no question mark fucking bugs me.
How do you feel about grammar?
And spelling errors.
I mean, spelling errors, I'm getting better at because autocorrect has rotted my brain. I don't know how to spell anything anymore.
But you're really good at the punctuation, though. But your mind fixes a lot of it, and most of the time you're narrating blocks, so like I'll catch it. Something that's funny is like Batman.
If you
Yeah,
guys could
stuff like
I
that.
totally missed
But
Batman.
you go fast, and you're like no, your brain just automatically.
If you
fixes
guys could
it.
see all of the things in this room, everything is very, very at 90-degree angles and well balanced. I guess he's a designer.
As all things should be.
Anyway,
it sounded for a moment like you were saying, so we're podcasting with a clear psychopath.
no. You're just obviously a designer. Like,
This sentence is unclean. Fix it.
I will fix it with a machete.
that's the thing no one knows. The Batman slipped them to...
Oh, hey, help him.
Shut up, Jeff! The Batman slipped them to me in front of a half a dozen officers. No one saw a thing. It was like a reverse pickpocketing.
I think we can make this work. What? None of this is admissible. I think we can make it work. I mean, it is tiny pictures, right?
Micro. How micro we talking?
Thank goodness I have one of those blower upper things in my lab.
Yeah.
I've got a reverse photo machine.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
That's what the microfilm machine was called. A
Oh,
photo
yeah,
machine.
yeah.
A homemade photo machine.
I was trying to make a joke about him flipping a coin. I don't know. I was over here trying to formulate a Batman joke to keep us. It didn't work.
We're trying.
Gordon lights a Marlboro and nods.
Is that Marlboro again?
Exterior, Estrada's upscale townhouse. Evening. Gordon, Dent, and a dozen uniformed officers crowd the front stoop and sidewalk. At the front door, Estrada, in a bathrobe, holds a subpoena. A dozen half-naked men and women stand behind him.
Is this a bad time for you?
You know damn well you were Estrada.
Was it?
Who else are we
I
gonna
thought
give
you
the
were
guy with
Estrada.
a Mexican name to?
Wasn't I Estrada?
I was not Estrada.
I was Estrada.
Really?
Yeah, I was.
That
I
seems
was
like not the casting we would do.
I rather Jeff be Estrada though.
Wait, I was. Is he the main villain? No, Loeb was
he
the
was
main.
he was the lower villain.
He's
but
the main.
my
he's
No,
the
Estrada-
main
you definitely.
criminal.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Mine was really bad. You do it, Jeff.
I want to speak with a lawyer.
Good.
Gordon cuffs Estrada.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm way better than Preacher.
Wait, hold on.
It's called character.
We
growth.
went through all that for one line of dialogue, and now
And
we're on
I
a different
did it.
scene.
Oh hell no! I'm news anchor Brian.
Fuck you.
District attorney, how everything
Fuck you, pay me. I'll end up being news anchor.
paid by the fucking period.
Josh was the news anchor.
No, I
Oh
know.
no,
I was
yeah,
just
and
fucking
he's Jane.
No, I'm
Yeah.
Loeb. I get to
He's
be
the one that-
Jane, who he called Sandy.
Yeah.
Interior, the Batcave. Bruce, wrapped in numerous bandages, works on a black motorcycle. His head is shaved and crisscrossed with stitches. He's in bad shape. The pimp won't recognize me now.
haircut.
His head is shaved and crisscrossed with stitches. He's in bad shape. Even turning a wrench causes pain. In the background, on TV, Channel 1 Eyewitness News. Local TV news shows a red-faced Loeb pushing through a mob of reporters to get into his office.
District Attorney Harvey Dent today announced that the arrest of indictment of Carlos Estrada on numerous racketeering charges. The commissioner was unavailable for comment.
The TV shows Gordon leading Estrada up the steps of the Justice Building.
Rumors fly about high-level police involvement and possible federal investigations. Jane.
The TV shows Bruce's parents and a young Bruce Wayne. Thanks, Jim. Up next, it's been 15 years since the tragic death of Thomas Wayne and the mysterious disappearance of the heir to the Wayne fortune. Right across the street the whole time. At the scrapyard, which is, of course, across the street from the nice movie theater where the billionaire goes to see his movies.
Little Al knew it the whole
He
time.
knew it. I'm gonna keep this rich motherfucker.
It's my payday, motherfucker.
Bruce is sitting there like, I wonder where that boy is.
yeah, little Al's like flipping money like
And he's like looking at him. He's like, it can't be me. I've got cut hair.
The pimp didn't know Bruce Wayne's face.
I bet Bruce Wayne wasn't Batman. That was the most meta joke I've ever made about Batman.
The TV.
wah wah wah.
The TV wait. Oh, I used to have that on here.
What do you think they call him?
Oh wait, I
Because
do.
Little Al. Oh. What was that for?
That was for you being a douche.
What the fuck?
I don't. He made the noise with his mouth, so I was like, I have that on here. That's all.
Wait,
When?
you do one.
Do
Make a
one
noise
what?
with your mouth. Then Sean.
Wow,
Wow, that was good.
You like that? It's been done to me so many times. See, I need more of those.
Jesus. We're never.
You don't need those.
We're never gonna.
He
finish
deleted.
Those are
he
for the
deleted
bad
crickets.
We're never gonna finish this
No,
script.
sorry.
Oh, the script. Shit.
Batman.
The TV shows old pictures of the Grand Theater as a crime scene. We'll go inside Wayne Corporation as it continues its agonizing search for young Bruce Wayne and see if we can't discover what has become of this fortunate young man.
So,
Why is she calling him fortunate?
well, my question is, what are they calling him? Like, because they call him Bruce, and the city's missing Bruce Wayne, and it's everywhere. The legacy of his lost
Bruce
fortune. to-
Garage Boy.
Right? Like, are they not calling him Bruce Wayne and just drip feeding him like Wayne merchandise? Like, he's like, look at this train. This your train. Look at this ring. This your ring.
Look
Like,
at this Batcave. Your daddy built it.
Thomas Wayne, huh?
You know, the picture of that guy looks real familiar. Almost as if he raised me until I watched him get murdered. But surely that was a dream. What could ever have come before this scrapyard? I don't know why I talk like this suddenly.
I loved it though.
It's like Batlit.
No,
like
no.
Hamlet with Batman. Like,
What was there before such a monumental place as this?
scrapyard.
From whence the bats came, the darkness prevailed.
Jesus.
Bruce's greasy hand slips off the wrench. It clanks across the concrete floor to Little Al's feet. Little Al stares at him. It's you!
No, it's not. That little boy is dead.
What the fuck? We had a whole conversation about how Little Al and Big Al had to know that the missing billionaire kid whose parents were just murdered, which had to have been all over the fucking news, they were murdered across the street. They had to know that the 8-year-old kid that showed up at their scrapyards the day after the 8-year-old billionaire's parents were murdered across the street had to be Bruce Wayne. This motherfucker didn't put it together for 15 years?
No, that little boy's dead.
No, he's saying he knows.
Wait. You think?
I think so. The little boy is dead.
Oh, he's not realizing. He's not going like, it's you. He's real. He's saying
Yeah,
like,
no, he's saying
it's you. Go.
It's you.
Go
Yeah.
get your money, dog.
Yeah.
No.
Go get me some money, dog.
No, it's not.
Okay, well, I just ranted for no reason then.
How embarrassing.
It's like 80% of this show.
Welcome to Table Reads.
Welcome to Table Reads. Sean ranting about periods.
Let's
And
talk about that period. Both kinds.
Sorry, Kelly.
Oh. Are you? Look, I'm gonna read it back in. All right, here we go. No, it's not. That little boy is dead.
But you can't just...
What? Walk away? Do I look like I'm walking away from anything?
Yeah, billions of
I don't-
dollars.
Goodbye.
I want the next line to be like, Bruce limps away.
Ow. Ow.
Bruce gets to his feet and open a locker containing his suit and equipment.
I'm making the most of my inheritance.
Slowly, painfully, he pulls on his suit.
Excellent.
Interior, access tunnel, somewhere under Gotham City, night. The Batman guns his motorcycle through shallow puddles. Rats scurry. God damn it, I forgot to put the script on.
That's okay.
All this time.
John doesn't know where we're at. He's watching us on the YouTube stream.
One of these days, I'm gonna get it right.
You get
Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, YouTube.
It's part of the appeal now. Like if you don't get it right,
It's a
everybody's
bit.
Like,
Like,
it's a bit now.
you
You've
made it a
apologized
bit.
for not putting it up more than you've actually put it.
No,
It's
he
better
puts it
than
up
it
like
is.
80% of the time.
If he, yeah, but if he didn't,
I'm not
say
incompetent.
anything-
It's just a bit, everybody.
that was so good.
awesome.
Put that voice in your fucking pocket, dude. We're carrying that with us somewhere.
Yeah, that's the fuck you voice.
Yeah, that's a good one. You've been holding out.
I don't know if I've heard that one.
No, that's a new one.
I mean, they just come to me. I can't help it.
That was like
another
That was
one.
like a lollipop guild though. The
It's
first
like,
one.
they just come to me.
I don't know whence the voices come.
Guys, we got like 18 pages to get through.
Yeah, I
today.
know. Okay, let's go.
The Batman guns his motorcycle through shallow puddles. Rats scurry. He stops to check on his motorcycle. He stops to check a map.
Are you okay? I should have used my inheritance for a phone.
It's the 80s, right? Like
I don't know.
70s?
77-ish, I think we decided.
Yeah.
Oh, we decided that?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay, shit.
It was actually in the like intro to the script
Was
Yeah.
it?
that I wrote.
Oh.
You should remember because you were like, "Oh, damn, that was good." Like you guys went on for like a while about like my good writing, and I was like, "I don't even want to read this anymore. I just want you to tell me nice things some more."
He's pulling out all these voices. That was a better me than me. I wish I was that me.
He's going to be racist in a second. Watch.
Oh, God.
Oh god,
That was how I found out I was fired.
It's you.
I've just had you guys here so I could absorb your voices into me.
It's an elaborate prank. Like,
I only put the YouTube up so that people will think that you exist. So when I take it down and fire you, they'll think you're still here.
This is an HR move. I know what this is.
It's all out of focus. You can't see the mouths. I'm just gonna run old footage every time.
that's pretty meta.
That's a really good.
All right. Fuck. He stops to check a map,
Yeah.
wherever that was.
Right under 176.
Oh, he stops to check a map. A train rattles past behind a steel grate separating his tunnel from the subway. He gets off the bike carrying a crowbar. He picks his target and smacks a grimy junction box with it. The lid clanks to the ground, exposing an dense tangle of phone wires. From a saddlebag, he removes a telephone headset. It has alligator clips where the phone should be. He pulls back his mask. He's still bleeding from his wounds. He cradles the phone to his ear and clips a pair of wires. Listens. Clips another. Listens.
Just going through the entirety of fucking Gotham.
A.
Are you the bad guy? Are you the bad guy? No one's talking about murder and drugs.
No whores anywhere.
Oh, no.
It's like the scene at the end of Dark Knight, except without all the technology.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
A moral dilemma. Should I stop putting the alligator clips on? Is this too much power for one man?
Exterior, Sluice Way, night. The Batman.
What the fuck?
It's where all the juice goes.
Is it
Yeah.
slush way? Is that supposed to be slush?
No, he's right. Sluice way.
Sluice way?
Yeah.
It's
It's where like shit goes.
That's
but not to be
worse.
confused with the shit tunnel from the end of the last episode.
Oh, this is different. This is okay.
This is a different
shit tunnel.
Yeah.
It's Gotham.
It's the passageway of city juice.
Yeah.
City
Exactly.
juice.
The Batman tears out of the oversized sewer pipe on his motorcycle and bounces over debris clogging the bed of a stream. Homeless people recoil.
And they're living in a shit tunnel. Like, ah!
At least they're not on fire.
The guy's like, oh god, oh
Oh my god.
Did you see that
Heavens.
Is that bat on a motorcycle?
That guy's crazy. He was reading a map. He's gonna kill somebody.
I sleep next to a shit tunnel, not inside it.
All these city juices. Oh, it's got Josh. Yes.
Interior, Gordon's apartment, bedroom, night. Hate this track.
Brown.
It's dark and quiet, but something has woken up Detective Gordon.
Loeb is up to something.
Oh god!
Hey.
Gordon looks to the window where the Batman forms a massive silhouette against the city nightscape.
Warren Dent is going down tonight, but I don't know where it is. God damn it. That was.
I don't know what it is yet.
I'm a professional.
All I heard was someone talking about Aunt Sally being sick.
Warren Dent is going down tonight, but I don't know what it is yet.
Gordon turns to get his glasses.
I think I know a way to find out.
When he turns back, the window is empty, except for a small puddle of blood. What's going on?
Nothing, hun. I've got to go to work, that's all.
Gordon gets out of bed and fumbles for his gun.
Puts it in his mouth.
It's like grabbing a bagel. Like when they put the bagel in his mouth, like, I gotta go, hun. They put their stuff. Like, he puts his gun in his mouth. He's putting his jacket on. Hun, they're gonna kill me.
This is my gun. I call it Marlboro. Interior, Gordon's crappy car, East End.
Man, my car's
night.
crappy.
Sluice way.
Gordon cruises the street, watching the nightlife, looking, hunting. Exterior, rundown warehouse district.
Wait, that was his plan? Because he's like, I think I know a way to find out. He gets in his car, just drives around. Where is it happening? I'm gonna go look for it.
Maybe he knows like places that it might happen.
Okay.
Well, what's that? No, it's going left. I'm looking for
No,
something going
that's
down.
Not a bad guy. Are you a bad guy?
Very smooth, except for all the mic noise.
What?
Exterior, rundown warehouse district street, night. In the rundown warehouse district, Gordon puts the car in park and waits in the same spot as before. Flass finally comes out of the low-slung drug lab, and we catch a glimpse of a very white, clean room and some very dirty cops.
Jesus, what are you cutting this stuff with? It makes me have to piss like a racehorse. Wait for Cramden to get off the can and you could do yourself some serious internal damage.
In the alley, Flass saunters to a dumpster and proceeds to relieve himself.
I'll try not to do any serious damage, Flass.
Flass whirls, reaching for his pistol, but Gordon has the drop on Flass, his gun aimed, his hand steady as a surgeon's.
Just enough to keep you out of the hospital.
Flass tosses his gun away.
What are you gonna do, shoot me? Jiminy? Jiminy freaking Cricket? You gonna shoot me?
Gordon slides his gun back into its holster. In the other hand, Gordon casually swings the black and yellow baseball bat.
No, I'm not gonna shoot you. You and me, we're gonna have a little one-on-one.
Gordon playfully slaps the baseball bat into his open hand. Flass jerks a thumb in the direction of the house.
If I give a shout to the guys,
Well, then I will shoot you.
Gordon whips the baseball bat from hand to hand, showing off. Pausing. I want him to drop it.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
bang!
Gordon whips the baseball bat from hand to hand, showing off. Pausing, calm as an executioner.
Otherwise, it's one-on-one. You and me, Flass.
one-on-one? Sure, I'll take you on, Jiminy.
We've got to play fair. I hear you were a Green Beret,
That's right.
so I guess you deserve a handicap.
Gordon tosses Flass the baseball bat. He catches it easily. Flass swaggers, swinging the bat from side to side, belligerent, all grins.
You gotta be kidding. You going all kinky on me, little man?
Sure I am.
You ready for your punishment?
Sure I am.
This is gonna hurt.
Sure it is.
Wham! Gordon smashes his fist into Flass's face, then ducks as Flass swings the baseball bat, missing by a mile. Wham! Wham! Gordon delivers vicious blows to Flass's midsection. The baseball bat flies through the air, end over end. Then, a spinning kick sends Flass sprawling. Gordon composes himself.
Now then. Something's going down tonight. You're going to tell me what it is.
Okay, I'm writing the next line. Your wife, Gordon.
Oh, shit. She gonna blow your gun.
They don't eat falafel?
That is my favorite line.
They don't
Yeah.
eat falafel.
Flass, I have children to feed. Well, they don't like falafel? Fucking gem that.
Hold on, read me back in, a little tired.
Okay.
You just kicked my ass.
All right. Now then. Something's going down tonight. You going to tell me what it is?
Forget it, Gordon. You were in over your head, and now it's over. It's already over.
Fine. Have it your way. I'd like to string you up. But when you took your shot at me, you told your friends to keep me out of the hospital. I suppose I should return the favor.
Gordon turns to walk away, then spins around
Oh, fuck it.
and kicks the stricken, laughing Flass in the ribs, producing a sickening crunch.
And Flass, thanks for showing me what it takes to be a cop in this town.
Be sure to say hi to Ann for me.
Gordon instantly understands the full meaning of the threat.
Oh, God!
He breaks into a run for his car. Seconds later, he's on the exterior streets of Gotham. Okay, so Batman shows up. He goes, "Something's going down, but I don't know what it is." And Gordon's like, "I'll go find out." And then, "Oh no, what was going down was they were going to get your wife. You maybe shouldn't have left."
So, yeah, he's like, I got an idea. I'm going to find it. And then Batman, like, sneaks out the window. It's like, delegation. He's like, I'm in complete control.
I like this feeling. I should go adopt a child.
I'm CEO man.
I could really use an 8-year-old to fight crime with.
I'm the general manager of justice.
Where's my HR department? The sun is just a pink edge on the skyline as Gordon tears ass across town. He's
Oh!
Too much falafel.
He's taking horrible risks in traffic. Power slides through a crowded intersection. Commuters drive for the curb. Blows through a red light. Delivery trucks honk and skid. Bumps over train tracks. Muffler sparks and tumbles loose. He's on the radio.
That's the most dad way to describe, like, driving dangerously. He's like, he's taking horrible risks in traffic.
He's not checking his mirrors.
Nerve-wracking, no
He
yields.
doesn't have his seatbelt on.
Horrible risk. Anyway, sorry.
I need
He
back.
fiddles with the radio.
Reading maps.
I need backup at 1827 Denny Way.
He skids onto the sidewalk, crushes a mailbox into his apartment building, and bolts from the car into the front door, gun drawn. Meanwhile, interior parking garage, Gordon's apartment building, dawn. A very pregnant and very hysterical Anne struggles with 4 cops as they try to force her into an SUV. She's kicking and screaming, crying. In the passenger seat sits a stoic Loeb, smoking a cigar.
Nobody wanted it to be this way. I don't want to hurt anyone. It never had to go this far. Your husband just cannot take a hint, no matter how hard we beat it into him.
Gordon bursts into the garage, gun drawn.
Get your filthy hands off my wife.
Jim!
Nice.
The cops go for their guns. Gordon can't shoot. Anne is too close.
Baby, get down.
The cops open fire. Blam, blam. That's the sound a gun makes, thanks.
Blam.
The shots echo in the garage. Anne throws herself down, as she's told. Blam, blam. Gordon ducks for cover. Too late, he's hit! The 9mm slug slams into his stomach and blows him off his feet. Oh God, Jim! Baby! But he comes up shooting. Blam, blam. Double headshot. Blood sprays. 1 down. Blam, blam. 2 chest shots. A second cop staggers back, stricken and shocked. Blam! 1 in the hip. Third cop spins, but manages to keep his feet until, blam! Stomach shot. He crumples. The surviving cop, with the help of Loeb, manages to stuff the pregnant Anne into the SUV. The last cop punches the gas and shoots for the door, but the Batman stands, blocking the exit, in front of his black motorcycle. The truck accelerates. He's going to crash through. Instead of getting out of the way, the Batman vaults over the hood as the SUV crushes the motorcycle. He smashes feet first through the windshield, driving both spiked boots into the driver's face. The SUV careens wildly, crashes into the parked car, and rolls over and back onto its wheels. Everything goes momentarily black. Light returns, and we find ourselves exterior, outside Gordon's apartment building, moments later. Loeb pulls Anne down the street by her hair. He's bleeding badly from a gash on his forehead and seems a little dazed. Bruce falls from the SUV's door onto the sidewalk amid a shower of shattered safety glass. His disguise hangs shredded. His mask is gone. He tries.
It's Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne?
Was that your Christopher Walken?
Absolutely.
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne?
Wow.
Why are you wearing that suit? Why are you trying to act like you're the Batman?
Hold on, let me put my scar on.
Bruce Wayne, you're the demented hockey player?
It's Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees. That's good. That's good.
He tries to get to his feet but stumbles and falls. Tries again and rises very unsteadily. He's near the end. Gordon pulls himself across the street by sheer force of will. He bleeds all over the place from his gut wound. His gun, now slippery from blood,
And
is hard to
saliva.
hold. Together, Bruce and Gordon converge on Loeb, who seems to be least damaged of the three, and yeah, the other one's got shot in the head, chest, and stomach. Of course he's the least damaged. You didn't tell us that he got shot at all.
Right.
His parents didn't even die when he was a kid.
Yeah. How are you this strong?
How are you not a Batman?
Now holds a magnum in his hand. Loeb stops, turns, and fires at his pursuers. Blam, blam. They throw themselves behind parked cars. Glass rains down. Blam, blam. From their positions behind the parked cars, Gordon and the Batman make eye contact.
What are you doing here?
Striking terror. What else?
Oh my god, it really says that!
He's saying it ironically, like
I know,
Is
but it's
he?
still funny.
I don't think that
Now,
he-
our Batman's not saying that ironically. The table reads Batman, who this is the lore for that, is not joking. Oh, striking terror.
This guy hasn't cracked anything near a joke or shown any amount of self-awareness.
I think he wrote it as a joke.
He probably did, but he's not reading his own fucking character back to
Yeah,
himself.
it doesn't make sense for it to be a joke in the context. But
Striking terror. What else?
Striking terror. What else?
You know how Batman's quippy, right?
like
That's
Spider-Man.
jokes.
Yeah.
Thwip, thwip.
Thwip is the noise my batarang makes when it batarangs you.
It's the sound my boots make when I stab them in the guy's eyes. I'm here for justice.
I mean, the sun's coming up.
Then we better hurry.
I'm
Because
not.
I am a vampire. Also, that's why I didn't come in your house. I need to be invited.
Let me in.
Gordon holds up his revolver.
I'm out.
The Batman draws a nasty-looking throwing knife from his boot. Gordon nods.
All right, Crocodile Dundee.
I
Like,
got this. It's like what?
That's not a gun. That's a gun.
yeah, what the
No,
fuck?
it's
It's
not.
It's not even a batarang. It's a knife.
a character who like has mastered all forms of like human combat, and Jim's like, I can't shoot him. I'm out. He's like, well, I got this knife, and
And Gordon's like, yeah.
he just runs down the street, cape flapping in the wind with a knife.
I brought a box. Of,
Like he's jousting.
I brought a box of buttons. I don't know what any of them do.
Come at you, Loeb.
Click, click, click. Switches. hit
A belt would have a lot of utility right now.
It's so heavy, my pants fall.
Sorry.
Knife.
The part where Batman pulls a knife out of his shoe, that's where we're at.
Both men. Both men stand at the same time to face Loeb, who holds his gun on one, then on the other, momentarily unsure of what to do. You shoot the bat lunatic, is what you do.
That's what you do.
Shoot the man.
Gordon's bleeding out. Like,
Shoot the man in the hockey pads, pinching a knife.
who crashed his motorcycle into the car.
With
like,
half a fake scar hanging off his face.
And he's still walking on those spiked boots.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like slipping. Like he's like 4 inches taller than he normally is because he's walking on knives. I'm coming at you, Loeb.
Scrape, scrape.
Jesus.
The Batman pinches the knife by its tip, ready to throw.
Don't make me do it. Let her go.
He's holding... I haven't practiced with a knife ever.
I've got the upper hand, Loeb.
I really don't want to hit her. He's holding Anne in front of himself as a human shield.
You won't do it. You don't kill.
I have no such reservations, Loeb.
You're empty. If you had a shot, I'd be dead by now. I walk.
Loeb has made it to exterior entrance to an urban park. Gordon grows irritated.
Take him!
She's too close. You got nothing. I've seen your face. I've got the woman, and you won't kill me. It's against your code.
Do it!
Swoosh. The knife sinks deep into Loeb's eye.
The fuck I won't.
He screams and falls, writhing to the ground.
I got a lot of codes.
Okay, can I rewrite that line? Call code enforcement.
Fucking bet.
Anne runs over to her husband.
Here's a little something to remember me by.
The Batman, huddled over the supine lobe, does something. Oh, Jim!
He teabags him.
That's it.
Oh, Jim! They embrace. You've been shot!
It went right through. I'll be all right.
That's not how gunshots work.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the bullet's not still inside me, so I'm fine.
It hit the small ones. I still got the large intestines.
It knocked all the other bullets out.
Yeah, it banged off of other bullets in his stomach that he's been eating.
It just went clean through my heart. I'm fine.
Like, we recovered 18 bullets from his gut wound.
Gordon staggers a little. He's weak from his wounds. The Batman steadies him. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You look kind of hurt. She's right. He looks as if he's had a burning building dropped on him. He's scarred, cut, bleeding, and bruised.
I'll be all right. With a little help from my friends.
What? Did that
Wait,
did that just really
Hold
happen?
on. I want to read this.
I can't
No
tell you,
interruption. I want this
but it
exchange.
sure feels like mine.
I want this exchange. This 1, 2, 3, 4. The next 5 lines. I just want uninterrupted.
Okay.
Just Josh and I
Okay.
going
All right, here
against
we
each
go.
other.
Here we go.
I go. I'll be all right. With a little help from my friends.
And who are your friends?
I don't know. Who are you?
I'm a cop. Who are you?
I'm the Batman.
Gordon points to Loeb, his cheek carved with a letter Z.
Oh, shit.
That doesn't look like the mark of the bat. What does that mean?
It's a gift for a kid. I used to know. A long time ago.
Uh-huh. Siren's coming. You better go.
The Batman turns to go.
Just so you know, I'm practically blind without my glasses.
The Batman tosses the glasses from across the street,
I'll see you around, detective.
just as a truck drives in between them. It looks like the Allen Sons garage truck.
Thanks, Batman.
Oh, no.
As the cop cars, ambulances, and TV crews show up, we cut to...
Table Reads will return after this brief word from our sponsors.
What's up, docs and docettes? Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic here, and if you like old cartoons and watching online reviewers dissect them, then you probably said the same thing I did about 2 years ago. Hey, what the fuck?
Here, watch your language, you bud.
Every Saturday morning, I do a brand new commentary of a Warner Brothers short. All throughout the month, I do video essays examining the history of these cartoons. Catch my videos on youtube.com/FerrisWheelhouse2, or just use the hashtag Looney Tunes Critic. And now, here's Eric Bauza, the new voice of Bugs Bunny.
You've been listening to the Looney Tunes critic. Ain't he a stinker?
Lights, camera, action.
So the movie's kaput, which means your script ain't worth the buffalo shit on a nickel.
Now, back to Table Reads.
I can't even...
He can't even.
I just... Thanks, Batman.
You're welcome, detective. Friend.
This is like the worst pilot for a TV show ever. The ending of the worst pilot for a TV show ever.
It went through so many different vibes in that one scene. Because
Right?
it was like, it was kind of Batman, and it was standoffish, so it was pretty cool. And then it was Lethal Weapon with the whole like sitting behind the
Yeah.
car and being like,
Yeah.
I'm out. And he's like, and he's like, fuck it, let's try it. Like, and then it turned into something completely different by the end of it. It was like
Episode
friend.
of Super Friends.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. But with a lot
Yeah,
more
like-
blood.
Almost like a freeze frame while everybody laughs.
But it's weird because he's like, I don't kill. And then he chunks a knife into the guy's eye.
Also-
Like, he'll be fine.
Where the fuck did Loeb get that idea? This guy hasn't murdered anyone yet. He must
murdered-
have a
No way.
code.
Murdered
No
tons
way.
of people.
He
Oh yeah, he threw a fucking grenade into a police party.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he drove into it. And like fucking, no, he sniped motherfuckers.
You don't
No,
kill.
they're
I've
dead.
read the comic books.
That's dumb. That's out of nowhere. You're right. Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. But hey, there's somehow more of this script after the best finishing line of all time.
Fade in.
Exterior, Gotham skyscraper, dusk. Gotham skyline fills our vision as we zoom in on the top floor of a super ritzy high-rise. Its floor-to-ceiling window open onto a wraparound stone roof deck. We continue through into a splendid modern living room. Plush leather sofas are sunk into the floor to create a glamorous entertainment center. Built into the wall is a giant screen TV. On the TV,
In a bizarre shooting incident early this morning, Gotham's hero cop James Gordon thwarted an attempted kidnapping of his pregnant wife by a band of rogue police officers. Following the melee, 3 police officers are dead and 2 others hospitalized, including Police Commissioner Jillian Loeb, who was blinded and disfigured during the confrontation. Gordon was admitted to Mercy General for gunshot wounds. He is expected to make a complete recovery, as is his wife Anne and the baby.
the sound of breaking glass fill the luxurious penthouse as the... Okay, I really want this to be Bruce Wayne's new penthouse apartment, but he refuses to come in the door. I have enough money that I can replace this window every night.
Maybe make it a little bigger though.
The sound of breaking glass fill the luxurious penthouse as the report continues.
This evening, Police Commissioner Loeb faces numerous criminal charges, including kidnapping and allegations of collusion with organized crime. Further reports indicated that Detective Jonathan Flass, also hospitalized at this hour in an unrelated incident, will turn state's witness against Loeb.
Someone has entered the living room. Their silhouette tiptoes past the TV while...
Mayor No One has been unavailable for comment and seems unlikely to face charges at this time.
The mysterious intruder lifts an exquisite oil painting off the wall as we cut to exterior, overgrown garden, dusk. Now we're going to introduce Poison Ivy with 4 pages left. New bad guy. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's fight her.
Bruce Wayne stands in a vast classical garden amid weeds and tall grass. Flickering firelight illuminates his face in the gathering gloom of night.
You want to give me one last typewriter?
Oh, yes, I do.
All right, here we go. December 18th. Dear Father, you have taught me well, showed me who I am and what it takes to be a man in this world. For that, I am grateful.
Bruce looks down at his cardboard shipping box full of letters burning in a brick fire pit.
But I am ready to find my own way now. I will make most of my inheritance, and I will always honor your memory.
Bruce holds a final letter in his hands. He looks at it for one more moment, then lets it slip into the flames.
Night has fallen. I've got work to do. Your loving son, Batman. Batman.
His dad's in heaven reading the letter. Whoa, what?
What?
He's Batman?
Bruce Wayne was Batman.
This is some real Sixth Sense shit.
This
movie is awesome.
Bruce wipes away a tear. Hey, Bruce! Bruce turns to see little Al burst out the back patio door of a fabulous old-world mansion. Warm, inviting light shines through the living room windows. This place is sweet! That's real great. Go make me a canapé or something.
Shut up, I'm writing a letter to my fireplace dad.
Do we have any hot dogs in the fridge?
I'm writing a letter to Sirius Black.
He lives in a chimney.
We pull back and away
Hot dogs.
as the voice of the anchor trickles.
Oh, that's Jane.
Oh, I thought it was the other one. Sorry. In other news, missing millionaire heir to the Wayne Enterprises fortune, Bruce Wayne, has returned to Gotham City.
Yay!
From Gotham City.
Yay!
15 years too late.
We pull up, out and over the front gate of Bruce's home. Secured into the solid, timeless stone is an iron plaque. It reads, Wayne Manor.
Yay!
Was that supposed to be a surprise?
What?
Gasp.
He was he was the son of Thomas and Martha Wayne this whole time? I thought that little boy was dead.
Wayne Manor?
Why?
Why, heavens.
Heavens.
Get the hot dogs.
Cut 2. Interior, living room, the fabulous penthouse. Moments later. In the glamorous entertainment center, we pull back from the giant screen TV as the news continues. After the tragic murder of his parents more than 15 years ago, young Bruce seemingly disappeared. Well, it turns out he was safe and sound all along, pursuing his education abroad at the finest schools in Europe, with no paperwork to show for it.
Wait, yeah, because this is like the same news as they were just saying Loeb just got admitted to hospital last night and stuff like that. So that means like Bruce, who's like stitched and bleeding every fucking way,
With his
like,
head shaved?
Yeah, he's like,
I just got back from
inheritance.
Oxford.
I've been in Europe. And he's just bleeding all over the fucking courthouse floor. It's like, where's my mansion?
He was in Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Oh no.
I went to Oxford to study engines.
And bullets.
I'll like to sign that paperwork, friend.
X. We're wide enough now to see Selina working on a wall safe. The exquisite oil painting rests against the wall at her feet. She's wearing a sexy black leather cat burglar suit, complete with ears, claws, and a tail. Not how cat burglar suits work. A whip hangs on her hip. And what a handsome young man he is. This girl has problems.
Yeah, she's fucked. This motherfucker's tatted up with scars and shit all over him, still bleeding. She's like, whoa, look at this bad boy.
This one, and this one, and this one are real.
I want some
This one is not.
some ground beef for dinner.
I write letters to my dead dad.
And burn them.
Okay, so Batman at his best is a pretty fucking broken guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
But this is the most broken Batman I have ever seen.
He's a little
This guy,
he's psychotic.
He's outwardly broken. He's not like demonizing internally.
Yeah.
Like,
this guy
everything's
makes
here.
the most insane portrayal of the Joker seem like just some dude that works downtown.
That's what I think. It was the last episode or one before where Josh and I were like, I'd love to just see the Joker and Bruce Wayne just in the middle of a street somewhere, just fucking stabbing the shit out of each other. It was like, you think you're crazy? Yes.
Yeah, like I'd love to see the Joker walk off like, this is too much.
Yeah, this
like,
wow. Wow.
This is too much.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Harley, it's time for you to go back to being a psychiatrist. This man needs it.
I have to save Gotham.
Oh, which is actually a really great Batman miniseries called Batman White Knight, I believe, where Joker is actually the good guy, written
Oh.
by Sean Murphy.
I want to read that.
That sounds rad.
It does sound good.
It was very good. We have a script to finish. And what a handsome young man he is. Selina's head snaps around to see Bruce on the TV, waving to well-wishers at the airport.
What? Oh. Hi, everybody. I'm back from college.
Look out, ladies. Gotham has a new, most eligible bachelor. Selina saunters over to the TV, smiles ear to ear, licks lips, and
The plot thickens.
blows a kiss to Bruce on the TV. Then, holding up a remote control device, she pushes a red button. Boom! The wall safe blows. Casually, the Catwoman scoops out a glorious diamond necklace and clasps it around her neck. Suddenly, an alarm sounds.
Oops.
She smiles, then runs full speed for the stone roof deck and leaps over the railing. I miss you, Boromir.
Oh, no. Don't you do that to me.
Plop.
For a moment, she hangs in the air high above the glittering lights of Gotham City. And then, she's gone.
The end.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow.
Now, having this last episode worth of script was written by a different guy.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree. I was digging the rest of this script up until this episode.
It was super by the numbers, and then somebody jumbled the fucking numbers up and got them the formula for the wrong story. Like, they just interjected into 3 stories.
I think between last week's episode and this week's episode, Frank Miller got a blowjob. He's
You
like,
mean he lightened up?
yeah, he's just like not so angry anymore.
It's like, they're not whores.
You know,
they're
yeah.
all right.
They might not all be fat whores.
Bruce is cracking jokes while in mortal peril.
Yeah.
They absolutely. I feel like because it just. I'm sticking with my theory that this wasn't a Batman story, that it was a different story, and then at the end they had to really bring it in that it was a fucking Batman movie. So they started making it all kinds of weird childhood Batmans that they read. And
Yeah,
like
this
watched on
was
TV.
like he wrote a spec script for Martin Scorsese, and Scorsese rejected it, and so he's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll put some ears on it.
Yeah. What if it was Batman? What if I just changed the name to Batman? And that's what we got. This is not a Batman story.
You're
It's-
shoehorning Batman into
Yeah.
this story. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a story of a kid whose parents got killed in front of him in a bad town, and he wanted to take it out on them. And then he's like, it sounds a lot like a Batman story, just off the rails. He's like, well, let's just call it that. And then none of the connective tissue was there.
Yeah.
There's no supervillains. It's all cops. Like, and then Selena, you could go in and delete all of Selena's stuff. The story
Yeah.
doesn't fucking change.
Yeah.
Nothing changes.
it's almost like if you went in to pitch a movie and you're like, all right, there's an astronaut stranded on the moon. Nah, we're not into that, and it's Batman.
Yeah.
Whoa, how does he get there?
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're interested. Tell us more about this Batman stranded on the moon movie.
It's like, how does he get there? It's like, I had a lot of coffee on the way over here. Let me take a bathroom break real quick. He's just walking around the bathroom. Fucking think.
Moon bat.
Millionaire. Takes millions to get to the moon.
He's on the moon to go to college.
What is that cover story? And there is no Alfred. Al is Alfred.
Yeah.
So now you're going to have Al, who's like used to carrying a rag in his back pocket to wipe all the oil off his hands, making canapes and cleaning up the manor, which has got to be not doing well after 15 years of neglect.
Yeah.
And I mean, what's the
Hey,
level
there's another
of how he
Batcave
got
under
that?
this house.
They're like, for 15
Every
years,
house I get has a Batcave.
like for 15 years, no one knew where Bruce Wayne was. And then a fucking guy that was on the brink of death just walks in and was like, it's me. And they're like, oh, well, finally he's back. Like, I guess it could have just been anybody fucking walking there. And they're like, I'm Bruce Wayne.
He had the
All
signet
right.
ring.
You think that's how it happened? Well, maybe they would have showed that in a fast, like,
Well,
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
on
walks
though.
into the
I
mayor's
don't
office.
think having in your possession something that was owned by the guy that was murdered in an alley in a robbery
15 years
is
ago.
really going to be proof of identity.
Well, I mean,
The clerk's like, this isn't a pawn shop, sir. Please leave.
I don't know how
Joe
you-
Chill shows up like,
Yeah.
I got this pearl necklace.
Yeah.
I'm Master Wayne.
No, I mean, like he would match the description though, right? Like,
Maybe.
I don't
Nobody's
know,
seen him in
like-
15 years.
He was like 8.
And
What
now
do you
he's got
mean
a-
he's going to match
Now
the
he's got a
description?
shaved head and stitches.
That
and
kid
shit.
didn't have a scar.
He slaps it down like, I'm Bruce Wayne, and the guy behind is like, this is a real riddle. And then they start to fucking just collapse Batman shit onto each other.
There was no mention of like a DNA test. Or
Like I said, they probably would have done it in cuts and shit like that. Just been like him walking in over the VO for the
Yeah.
fucking the news anchor shit. They probably would have done something like
they've
that.
got a monk putting a bunch of things in front of him and having him select one of them.
Right. But is Miller just hoping to fucking fix it in post? He's like, this is a bad story. You fix it.
I get my first draft fee. You want it fixed. You pay me my second draft fee.
He just leaves shit out just for maybe we're on something.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted Batman in this script? That'll be draft 2. You didn't tell me you wanted it to be like recognizably Batman.
Right. Like you said, he did a search and replace Travis for Batman.
Yeah.
So that's it for us. Josh, tell the internet where they can find you, sir.
You can find me at joshuajbaker.com. I'm doing a lot of videography work, a little bit of voiceover work right now. You can email me at me@joshuajbaker.com if you're interested in any of those services in the Atlanta area.
And you can find Jeff on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Not to look at, just he's there browsing typically most days.
Most Wednesdays, I stay on the popular list. I don't really stray from the top 20.
His handle is He-Man Woman Hater.
That's right. Boo, women.
For all your table reads needs, hey, that rhymes. Do feel free to go to Linktree/table reads. That'll have the links to everything. We do have a Patreon if you are interested in contributing to our very expensive and time-consuming hobby of reading this garbage for you. We are on the YouTube, as we mention too often in every episode. You can find us. We're all over. Like and subscribe, please. Leave us a review, maybe. We love when you do that. We got a good review recently, and it made me feel all happy.
Yeah.
And I didn't murder any kittens that week. It was a good week.
Not a single one. The kitten corner is still clean.
Filled with kittens.
That's it for us. Next
Living
week,
ones.
we're coming back with a 1985, I believe, script for Watchmen, written by Sam Hamm, the man who wrote the Batman movie that did get made in 1989. So we'll have John, I don't know his last name yet,
You could
joining
guess
us
it.
for that one.
Guess it.
Ham. John Hamm will
Hey,
be joining
John
us
Hamm!
for Watchmen. I wonder if he is related to Sam Hamm. That's an interesting question that we will tackle next week on Table Reads.
No, we won't.
Until then, we'll miss you.
This podcast was created by Sean McBee. For more, visit TableReadsPodcast.com. Cut to black.